for me an opportunity to be in Merchant House. When I came to the UK, you hear of this place, you hear of the city, you hear of business, all this financial services stuff. And here we are, with the Chamber, in Merchant House, which has been, it's been something iconically that I've always wanted us to achieve. And it is a very proud moment. And when I look around and see how many of you have made it, it really warms my South African Chamber heart in a big, big way. But I always look back in those days thinking, how does the city work? How does it happen? And then I got involved in livery companies through my profession, being a chartered secretary, and then got to see all these beautiful fine buildings and got the opportunity to come into this building for the first time. And it absolutely was. And here I am standing. It's actually quite a moment. And it's really important that we can bring with us some of our South African history. We've had many people from South Africa be in this room, and you are one of many to have that shared opportunity. We've gone from nothing to this room, and all the members behind us, and all the people that are supporting us, in a very, very short period of time. Probably only 4 years, of which 2 have been COVID. We've gone from 8 nights where we got together on the first Wednesday of the month to have a beer, listen to somebody, chat, have a few kind of plays into Deloitte's offices, to 100 webinars last year. So we're building the Chamber, Expo, board, advisory board, we're building our financial sustainability, and I'd like to thank some of our new strategic partners. I'm not going to name any because we've got a few of them in the room today, and we also have a patron of historians as well. I'd like to thank artists for that, who have joined us and have given us a really a good opportunity to appoint that CEO we need to do. So I'd like to thank them for that. Also like to thank Standard Bank for the amazing support that I've had from them in the past year, 2 years. It's been incredible. And to Hogan Levels, you've been there from the beginning. I really, really appreciate it. The other new thing that is developing, we have a big strategy day tomorrow, so watch what's coming in the future. But one of the things is to create a council of South African Chambers of Commerce globally. We are already 4 South African Chambers of Commerce that have agreed at an MOU signing and getting to go to the US, Mauritius, Singapore, and ourselves. Think of the savings, the opportunities for you as members, that suddenly you are part of a global chamber, not just what used to be a drinking club. We've been accused of being, which I hate here, in London a handful of times a year. So I'd like to thank all of you. I could talk here forever because I'm so passionate about it, but I know one of the worst things you can do is overstay your welcome. So like Stanley, I'll leave after the matter of time. And there's too many of you to thank. There's a few thank yous at the end, which I will be here. But for all of my advisory board, my board, and my expo, and my members, thank you very much.
Welcome everybody, and can I begin by saying what a privilege it is to follow Sharon, because what an amazing difference Sharon Constantian's made to the South African Chamber of Commerce. We all know that, don't we? I think we should salute her with a round of applause. She has almost single-handedly transformed it from what you described as a drinking club. I don't know if there's anything wrong with a drinking club, though, by the way, into a dynamic, leading Chamber of Commerce in the UK. So fantastic, Sharon. It's a great prestigious venue. It's a bit down market compared with the House of Lords, though, I must say. Mind you, for a former Member of Parliament going to the House of Lords, it's the only proof I've ever seen before my eyes of life after death. And my fellow peer, Lord Paul Botek, who was also, like me, involved in the anti-apartheid struggle and a former British High Commissioner to South Africa, will know what I mean. And then later on, because he's on duty in the House of Lords this evening as a front bencher for the Liberal Democrats, is Lord Oates, Johnny Oates. Oh, Johnny, sorry. You slipped in unnoticed. Could you stand up, please? Johnny's just, you ought to greet Johnny because he has just formed and is chair of the South African All-Party Parliamentary Group. And there hasn't been one for a long time. Knowing Johnny, he will energise it and give it a lot of dynamism, like Sharon has to the Chamber, which will be really good for the country and for all the work that you all do, and you can join us in that. And I'm making sure that Sharon and the Chamber of Commerce and Action for Southern Africa, the successor to the British Anti-Apartheid movement, are all linked into your work, Johnny. So welcome to Johnny, and I hope you'll have a chance to network with him afterwards and build links in the future. Can I also mention Andrew Salu MP, who's the UK trade ambassador to South Africa. Andrew, can you stand up and give Andrew a big round of applause? Very important role Andrew plays too. And I just want also finally to say, I wasn't going to mention rugby. Having lived in Wales for 32 years, more than any other place in my entire life, having started off in South Africa and then come into exile in London during the anti-apartheid struggle. We didn't have a good Six Nations, having won it last year, but we'll be back next year. And because France stole our defence coach, Sean Edwards, that's the only reason they're the Grand Slam winners. You know that. He is English, but he was a Welsh defence coach for all those years of Grand Slam winners. Anyway, enough of rugby. On to the evening. Thank you very much for coming, everybody. And again, a big clap for the South African Chamber of Commerce. So please,
As a former Lord Mayor, I'm delighted to receive the South African Chamber of Commerce here this evening, and it's wonderful. That music was superb, and I'm sure there's a little bit more entertainment to come. And as a thank you, may I present you, Sharon, with this small gift from the Lord Mayor. Oh. Now, over the years, the Mansion House has received many international visitors, including, I'm proud to say, highly distinguished South African guests. And no, I'm not looking just at you, but of course, President Nelson Mandela. He visited and spoke here in 1996, at which time he was presented with the Honorary Freedom of the City of London, the sort of highest award that we can bestow upon an individual. London is recognised as the world's most global financial centre. Businesses here are recognised for their openness, their global connections, and a history of innovation. Innovation that the City of London continues to support with a renewed focus on digital transformation. Now, as Lord Mayor, you are an international ambassador, welcoming delegations, convening business leaders, and undertaking international visits to strengthen bilateral relations, to promote trade and investment opportunities. And during my time as Lord Mayor in 2019, I spent 100 days abroad visiting 47 cities in 27 countries. And I'm delighted to say that South Africa was one of those countries, visiting Pretoria, Johannesburg, and Cape Town. And that very much reflected the fact that South Africa has been and continues to be a long-term trading partner with the City of London and a priority market for the UK. And it's great to see some of the businesses I met there here tonight, and also to recognise some of the companies that I was accompanied with on my visit from the UK, specialising in sustainable finance and infrastructure investment and fintech, which underlines the great potential there is for UK financial and professional services to work with South African counterparts to unlock that capital for sustainable investment and to support sustainable development and open up access to global sustainable finance. The UK and South Africa have struck such strong ties, not only of trade, but also of history and family, with a vibrant South African community here in London. So it's been great to see this celebrated tonight, and I commend the South African Chamber of Commerce here in the UK for strengthening those bonds. Thank you, Sharon, and thank you.
Trade ambassador to South Africa. And as I learnt to say when I was High Commissioner in South Africa, all the feathers of the eagle. All the feathers of the eagle. And that is each and every one of you, members and friends of the Chamber. Because it's each and every one of you, as feathers of the eagle, that fulfill that great South African saying that it's each and every feather. And think about that great bird. The feathers, different sizes, different shapes, different colours, different functions. It's each and every one of you that makes the eagle soar. Because it's all of them working together that gives that great bird the symbol of nationhood and sovereignty in so many countries in the world. Each and every one of you that enables that special relationship, that special economic and human relationship between the UK and South Africa to take flight. My great claim to fame is that I was the first High Commissioner since Milner to hold a reception in Graaf Reinet. For those of you who are South African, you will know that Graaf Reinet is at the heart of Afrikanism. It's in the Karoo. I mean, it is what it is. And I was happy to say that I was the first High Commissioner since Milner to hold a reception there. And who did I hold it for? Sir John. Sir John Stoddart. Now, why did I do this? I did it for the Africa Free Trade Area and the skills and the commitment to enterprise and the vision of each and every one of you, those feathers of the eagle, determined to make a business work, determined to deliver to your stakeholders. It's that spirit, that reaching out, that building and developing an economy. It's that will make the difference on the ground. And it's never been more needed than at this very moment. So yes, this is a grand dinner and a grand venue. But what each and every one of you does every day, what each and every one of you does every day in your working lives, it's that will transform the experience. Not just for those boys and girls in that club, in that rugby club in Kalicha, but throughout the continent. And South Africa plays its role as the engine driver, along with Nigeria, along with Ghana. Yes, there are others, apart from South Africa. And we play better football than you do. Bafana is a joke. Black Stars are what it's all about. Now, I give you your due in rugby. When it comes to football, you can't touch Ghana. You can't touch Nigeria. You can't touch Ivory Coast. You can't touch Cameroon. Let's be frank about it. But joking apart, South Africa has a particular role to play in the engine room of Africa. And each and every one of you has a particular role to play in that relationship between the UK and South Africa. And you embody that, Sharon. If not now, when? If not now, when? The importance of action, of getting on with it, of getting out there and doing the business, because there's no substitute for doing the business. Whether it's on Zoom or whether or not it's in person, we've got to do the business or we are nothing. If not now, when? And I would dare to add to what Hillary said. if not you, each and every one of you, each and every one of you, all the feathers of the eagle. If not you, who? If not you, who? It's for all of us, each and every one of us, in our relationships, to make the difference. To get that eagle to soar. To get the eagle to soar. And the eagle soar and all of those feathers worked. Vikuzenze. Remember that word, Chair, from our Zoom conversation. Vikuzenze. What does that mean? The Zulu word. Vikuzenze. Let's get up there, and do it. So what is it? Vikuzenze. What is it? Vikuzenze. Let this be the first time the Mansion House hears it from South Africa. Vikuzenze. Let's just get up there and do it. Go for it.
It's my honour to represent Standard Bank here tonight on behalf of our offices in the Isle of Man, Jersey and London. Very proud to have sponsored this annual Gala dinner for the South African Chamber of Commerce, and we've got a partnership with the Chamber of Commerce that we find very, very positive from that perspective. So it's my duty to sort of emphasise the importance of Standard Bank in terms of the South African communities, and both in the Isle of Man and Jersey we have considerable South African communities. In terms of our responsibility here, it's really to thank all the guests. Thank you for coming this evening to this distinguished venue and this superb dinner. Also to thank Mansion House and the staff for an excellent dinner. And also to thank Sharon and the Chamber of Commerce, because without them this event wouldn't happen, I think. So it's just my pleasure to thank you on behalf of the sponsor Standard Bank, and thank you for this evening, which has been excellent. Thank you.
And as we've heard, Mandela's been here, Sora Raposa's been here, Tutu's been here, sorry, Archbishop Tutu has been here, and so have we. Tonight we've enjoyed Africa, we've enjoyed South Africa, we've enjoyed some pomp and ceremony of the city, we've been in one of the most magnificent halls of the city, we've listened to some of the most beautiful music played, which for me was, I think the first time I was in this room, I heard the Gala, the post-war Gala. And I thought, there's one of the things I'd really love to hear again. I've probably only heard 3-4 times in my life. And for me, that's just a special moment. And that's my contribution to all of you. That's what we're focusing on. And tomorrow's our strategy day, and I challenge every director in the room, and those that are going to be on Zoom, which is part of them if they can't get here, is we're going to really brainstorm the opportunities of what the Chamber can do. And it's you, our members, and our followers, and our friends, and our family, and our community that will make it happen. So I'd like to thank you all for tonight.